Sever Your Legs Media. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up.
Yeah, so 3 strikes and you're out. That's my rule. That's my rule. This is the last time I'm gonna give it a go. And if it doesn't work after this, then guess what? It's not. Oh, we gotta go to which one? I wonder if he was able to even hear me just now. So I need to position myself. So many computers and iPads and iPhones and. Okay, bring you back over here. Okay, let's see what happens. So if Mr. Carter calls back, that would be cool. I just want to give it one more go. Just one more go. It's gotta work. It's gotta work. It's gotta work. It's got to work. It's got to work. It's got to work. There we go. Three strikes and you're out, baby. So we waiting and seeing if we're gonna. If it, man, I think I might actually break down and cry. If I can't get this thing to work, I might actually break down and cry. Honestly. So I got rid of the Instagram, so it's not trying to log onto the Instagram, and I had both YouTube channels going, so it's not trying to log into the other YouTube channel. So I don't know. This is crazy. So that's linked. That's on there. I wonder that shouldn't matter. That's linked to the Wi-Fi. These things, man. These things, like, you're just trying to work things out. So I'm gonna play me some. Let's do some NAFX. My boy NAFX. Let me see. It's my boy. So this is my part of my audio bank. This is what I use. It's a guy named NAFX. You spell his name Neffex. He has copyright-free music, and the guy has just so much music, so much instrumentals. So I downloaded probably about I don't know, maybe close to 100 of the instrumental tracks, and yeah, they dope. So it just his tracks are perfect for they just lead in. They have a level of excitement, and they just dope. So man, my stomach's going crazy because I need to eat something. Well, I'll eat something in a minute. I wonder if there's a shortcut for the audio sound. I love this tune. This is so dope. I think it's gonna work this time. I think it's gonna work because this is what I got ready for when it works. I'm confident. You gotta be confident, man. You can't come in and have stuff. You gotta be confident. So basically, this white shirt is pretty much almost a base layer. I mean, it's really thin. It's really light. Like you can see through it. I can see the screen. I can see everything. So, but yeah, this is pretty much a base layer. This is probably the perfect. I don't even know what this material is, man. It's just got some. Just says Chase New Design, and like. Yeah, the material it's perfect, man. It's perfect for, just like you want a nice thin. But then I gotta find out where these shirts came from, because when I got the heat press machine, they sent me these sample shirts. So now I gotta figure out where these shirts come from. Really light texture shirt. Really light texture shirt. It's not quite the base layer material, but it is super nice. I mean, it's super nice. It's super nice. It's super sexy. I was gonna say it is. It's not almost. It's super. Like the feeling is just like, I put it on. It is small. I have been doing a lot of strength training and stuff, so I used to fit into like the small cycling jerseys quite easily, but now I don't. So I would have fit this perfectly before, but now it's actually fitting like a cycling jersey. It's fitting really tightly. It's fitting really tight. It's cool. That's cool. But and don't forget, like I got the giveaways. The giveaways, like the sweat tops that I'm giving away. Mr. Carter's probably gone. Just folding up the shirt. Yeah. So Buddy Carter, if you're watching Buddy, this is Mr. Buddy. Is it Buddy Carter? This is Buddy's, my man Buddy's. This is his t-shirts. Man, it just came out so good. I can't believe how good that came out. And it really pops on the black. I thought like the orange and the brown was going to be, but I mean, anything on black goes good, huh? If you think about it. I wanted to go with like embroidery, but like the embroidery is just a bit costly. Nobody's paying £40 for a t-shirt, or 35 or $40 for a t-shirt. So I just had to give the embroidery a miss. So I got the embroidery on the jacket. And so this is the old sweat top, basically. So this is the sweat top. This is the giveaway. Someone is gonna get this for free. So this is like in the new year, I'm gonna give this. I've got the black, this white one, and I got the black one. So basically, these are gonna be. Yeah, I'm just giving these away. I'm gonna do a little bit of a draw, and see who I could get a winner for these hoodies. So, but this is the old hoodie. This is 2023. The black one's 2023, and in 2024, what I'm doing is I'm basically changing the size of the logo for the 2024. So I'm still gonna rock the white, but it's going to be a much smaller logo. So that's the logo. It's gonna be a lot smaller. And then what I did was I put the logo on the sleeve, a small one. So on the sleeve, it's going to be the logo just like that. But then when you wear the hoodie, like a lot of people wear the hoodie, the hoodie's down, like basically, people don't walk around with the hoodie on all the time. So if you notice, I got the logo on the top of the hoodie, so that when you're wearing the hoodie and it's like, draped back over the back like this, like the logo stands up and it looks like correct. Some people like just generally drape the hoodie over the back. So what happens is, because of where the logo is positioned, it's gonna look the right side up, so you'll see it from the back. So I just trying a little something, see how it works out. And that's gonna be the hoodies for. So I got a couple of them over there. So like couple Buddy, I got a Buddy's his name, and then also I got gentleman, I can't remember. He came and he did some filming, and I gotta get him his hoodie as well too. So it's so much stuff going on. Trying to make money go where it's not. So things are definitely, got a lot going on, and trying to get ready for 2024. Make sure that I'm inside of Europe to cover all of the races, and I'm looking forward to actually being at the races to see some of the bigger racers, the more high profile racers. But at the same time, I am also looking forward to speaking to, like, we got a couple Caribbean riders, and there are a few African riders, like everybody knows Biniam Gourmet. If I get to talk to Benny, that will be so cool. But he's so popular now that it may be a little later in the season before I get a chance to talk to him. But we got like guys like Nialas Esfession, Binem Game, like is another, is his name, Oskub Game. Who else? Manuk Malahubran. Who else? There's a bunch of African riders that are on the scene that are doing quite well. So I'm gonna be definitely, if they're at a race, I obviously report on who won, who done this, and who done that. But I will make like a big effort to go talk to those guys to make sure, because Eritrea is crazy about cycling. I spoke to a gentleman who's from Eritrea, and he was telling me how on Sundays, basically, the streets just shut down, and the only thing allowed in the streets are the guys that are racing the bikes. So you won't see, like, and everyone knows this, so there's no like one walking in the streets, and everyone's on the sidewalk, and everyone is cognizant of what's going on, and it's pretty cool. He was, I talked to him probably about a month or so ago. He was telling me all about Eritrea and the cycling scene, and when I said I know Benny and Gourmet is, and then we just had a really good conversation, just a random. It was at the business show, and random guy. We just stopped talking, we changed information, and cool. Like, so I was like, yeah. So that's one thing that's probably going to be on the things that I'm probably going to try and do, hopefully in the next year or two, is go to Eritrea and be there for a Sunday when they do all the racing on a Sunday, and see the scene. So like Eritrea is a place I want to get to. Nigeria, what else? Nigeria, the race scene is big. Not obviously, but Rwanda, the race scene is big in Rwanda, and like it seems like the Kenyans dominate the racing in Africa. Like, it seems like Kenyans got like the strongest squad. So whenever you see like the races, like the local, it doesn't matter where it is, but the Kenyans usually like take the podium, and they literally go to the race to try and take the podium. That's the thing. And when they say take the podium, is like get 1, 2, and 3. All 3 riders that on the podium will be from Kenya. So Kenya is doing big things inside of the continent of Africa. And it's all like preparation towards Rwanda 2025. So that's going to be really, really interesting for Rwanda 2025. That's going to be a nice build up to that. So this year should be interesting. I'm pretty sure you'll see a lot of African riders from Eritrea, Ethiopia, Are there any pro riders? No, there are no pro riders in Europe from Nigeria, but anybody from one. But I think this is mainly Eritrea and Ethiopia. I have to check. I have to check to see if it's any riders from any other countries. But I think this year you're going to see some standout riders from the continent of Africa, and it's going to be my job. I'm going to do my best to, get up close to these guys, to talk to them after the races, to find out how they did, how the race went. And no matter where they finish, I don't care where they finished, whether they finished in the front or whether they finished in the back, or they had a good day or bad day or didn't finish at all. I'm going to go out of my way to talk to riders like Nathaniel Asfession, Miriam Gurmay, Hanuk Manobarhan, just to name a couple of the riders. And just so that people could see these riders. And the other riders that I actually want to be able to talk to is, I think his name is Red. He's from Guyana. I've reached out to him to try to see if we can do a little interview, but we haven't connected yet. And then we got people like in the Caribbean. There's a young man named Delroy that it's the holiday season, so I guess everybody's busy right now. But I just thought now would be the perfect time just to talk to people, like find out what's going on. It's off season. How are you doing? How are you preparing for the off season? So Azuria was telling me how she's in the gym right now. She's doing 18 hours a week on the bike. I don't know what category she's riding. She's riding in what age group, or is she riding 2, 3? She's riding the pro women. I'm not quite sure what she's doing. It would be cool to find out what her aspirations are. It's like as far as like where she wants to be in cycling, in the world of cycling. That would be cool to find out. At some point, I think we will get to talk about that. But back to like in the pro European field. So looking to see if I can run into people like Aisha McGowan, hopefully, because she had some some medical stuff going on. Hopefully that sorts out and she could get back to racing, because she was looking really promising on the ride team, but then she started to have some issues. But hopefully things look on the up and up for this year. Like fingers crossed, like that we can have Aisha McGowan back out there, and I'll make it my business to try and talk to people like her, like Tina Campbell from Trinidad and Tobago, and there's also a young lady from Jamaica that's coming across as well. And I think we got is it Santa Cruz or Uruguay, a Hispanic young lady. So like the Caribbean is well represented in the ladies side. So I don't think we have any male Caribbean riders in the pro fielders yet, but I don't think that's long away. So I did get to talk to a young man by the name of Sidwell. Is it Sidwell Sydney? Sidwell. I know his name Sidwell Sandy. Sorry about that if you actually watch this and I butcher your name, but Sidwell Sandy, and he's a junior rider, and right now he's pretty good. He's fast. So he told me that like they have a 10 race series in his age group, and he won 7 of the 10 races. And the only reason he didn't win the other 3 races is because the bike just like pretty much, some of the parts gave out. His bike is actually pretty nice, and therein lies the problem. Like if you saw my last video talking about accessibility and affordability of cycling, so you get these really nice bikes to the kids that are talented in areas that places that don't have really good or popular bike shops, and then also like he was telling me how it's really hard to get stuff into the country. So like he has to wait up to a month sometimes for parts. That's crazy. I mean, that was happening back in the 80s. That was like some 80s stuff, and to hear that's still happening. So that's going to be like a logistics thing, like as well as getting stuff to Africa as well. Because I have people that have stuff that want to give stuff, but it's like you get it for free, but then you pay the cost of whatever it is that you're sending in shipping. That's crazy. But then someone's telling me that there are guys that they do these containers and they send cars back to so I just gotta find out who these guys are that ship the cars back and stuff, and then I'll possibly be able to get stuff sent along, like with these sorry. So I'll probably get stuff sent along with these the shipments when this guys, if there's room in the cars, then if there's room in the containers, if the cars don't take up all of the space, because I seen the way they put the cars in there, man. They just like, they literally every nook and cranny they fill. So my only thing would be like, if I do send, we're able to send nicer bikes, I'm not quite sure if I will want them to go that route, because I would want the bikes to get damaged and stuff. So, but at some point we are going to be able to start sending stuff to the kids, like in the different African countries, and to the kids in the Caribbean. Making sure. So I got a Legion jersey that I gotta send to Sidwell, and I got so much stuff I need to do, and it's getting late. That's why I'm yawning. It's coming up on midnight. I'm never up this late. So, but I'm gonna jump off of this. So it's just dumb old guys view on cycling. I'm about to sign out. My guests weren't able to, come and kick it with me. I don't know. Maybe we'll give it a try tomorrow. See what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe we could get a bunch of people on. But let me just see if I can contact somebody real quick. I just need somebody just to give this a test for me. Oh my goodness. I can't believe how tired I am. Oh man. So at this rate, when I go to bed this late, I don't know if I'm gonna be getting up to do any rides or runs or walks in the morning, because this is pretty late for me. It's almost midnight. I'm usually in bed at 9, so I'm usually been down for like 3 hours. Probably waking up now just maybe to go to the bathroom. So, but this is crazy. So who's that watching? Anyway, like, identify yourself. Identify yourself. Who is that? Who's that peeping in my window? Wow. Remember that hip hop song? That's not how it goes, but hey. Who's that peeping in the window? Wow. Let me just stop this. My goodness. I'm yawning like crazy. So anyway, I was talking about like getting stuff to kids in the Caribbean and in different parts of Africa. My goodness. It's just the cost of, especially getting stuff to Africa. Getting to the Caribbean is not as bad, but getting stuff to Africa is quite costly. So that's the big logistic thing right now. So I'm obviously going to try to raise some money to get some stuff to get, to send to people. People need stuff like tires and wheels and handlebars, bar grips, whatever it is. I'm gonna try and get it to the kids that need it the most. So my guy Ramshana, he's in Rwanda. He's got a team called Unity Pro Team. He was the first interview I did just over a year ago, and his kids are riding single speed bikes. The kids are fairly strong. So I mean, even like some basic road bikes, I think some basic road bikes they would do really well on. So that's a goal of mine, is to try and help those kids out, Ramshan and the Unity Pro Team, and just see where they could take it. Because I believe they can, like these are kids, and they're making things happen with next to nothing. So I think if you got them the mere basics, you're gonna see some amazing talent coming out of the different African countries like Rwanda. Rwanda's got some talent, but Kenya is the guy. Kenya is the big boys of cycling in Africa. They just go in and stump everybody right at the moment. Kenya definitely the team, and they usually finish like 1, 2, 3 when they go to the different races. They stack the field with their riders, and they go on a mission. Like they're winning the race. Somebody from their team is winning the race, and once they realize they've got someone that winning the race, then they try to make sure that the podium is they sweep the podium. So yeah, the Kenyan riders are they're doing a good job down there. So we just had somebody log in for. They didn't even leave a comment. They were locked in. They were watching for a minute. They didn't leave a comment. They didn't hit the like button. If you're gonna come in, at least hit the like button. God dang it! Give me a like, buddy. Where's Natasha? Natasha always comes in, and let me see. Yeah, the like just showed up. Natasha usually comes in and and gives me a like. Let me see. Oh, oh my goodness! I need to get him in bed. That's what you need to do, Mr. Luby. You need to go get in the bed. So I might make me a cup of ginger tea before I go to bed. What do you do before going to bed? I don't think I'm gonna ride tomorrow because I got too much to do. I got too much to do. It's my to-do list. No. Yeah, it's my to-do list. Full page. And plus some on the other side. So if I was going to ride or do anything, I would have definitely been in bed by now. But I'm not in bed as yet. The crazy thing is I'm tired, but I still need to eat. I haven't eaten anything as yet. So I need to eat. That's a must. I'm gonna go live on IG again and see if anybody. Ah, Digigame. These guys are wild at Digigame, man. This is the 10th next. Oh my goodness, what song? What are they playing that everyone's going mad to? Let me see. Let me get a copyright. Look at this. These boys are mad. What did I do? Did I stop it? Yes, you did. Let me turn it down as well.
Dealt with so much hardship. Dealt with so much hardship.
You had a boyfriend, right? And he took you on a date to eat somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But you brought your friends. Y'all get to the date, y'all eat. The bill comes out. Do you expect your man to pay for her as well?
Yes. Why would you want a lady to pour her card out? Like, that's crazy.
What you mean, y'all are?
Together. If we came.
Oh, where is that? That was just on the thing. Maybe. What? That party was lit. So I mean, I'm not gonna be able to find that. Gotta play that. That's like I'm looking at that. And I was like, oh man, I ain't missing that in action. No way. There it is. So that's at the race today. The my goodness. That's a Diggum race today. That looks like, oh my goodness, that looks like a whole setup. There's a lot of drinking. They really have a good time. That's one of the probably most exciting cyclocross races of the season. I did meet the guys when they came over at Belgium and stuff, so that was pretty cool to meet them. Oh, that's who that is, Everett Robb. That's this guy, Everett Robb, Matthew Van Der Poel. So I got to go and race against Everett Robb next year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how if I get it together. What else did I wanted to do before? Itch the back. I was going to. I was going to try. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, we're gonna shut that down. Average Rob. Let me watch that. Oh, it's glucose. I was wondering what that was. All right. It's crazy. Just turned over to Do Not Disturb. My phone went. It's a bit late for Do Not Disturb. The Do Not Disturb usually comes up about 9 o'clock. Why is it coming up so late? So that's funny. I just got a notification from Major Motion, and they said there's no ride in Cali due to rain. It don't rain that often in Cali, so trust me, when it rains, it's almost like it's like a mandatory day off. What I need to do is eat some food because we are at midnight. So it's officially midnight, and I'm gonna say goodnight to you, Vivo. I appreciate ya. Anybody that passed through. So apologies for not being able to get Azaria and Mr. Carter on. I don't know what's going on with my junk. You know what? I'm going to give my thing a try. I need to mute my mic. I'm gonna give it a go. Mic. try this one. Let's try this one. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, because the volume is up on this bad boy. Microphone check, 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 check. Let's see. Not now. Okay, if I go to am I there? Yeah. Let's try now. I think it's in the shows, you know. Okay, so when I go to wow. Wow. So I can why is it what's up with that? What is it? What are we doing? It's, I think it's working. You're killing me, man. You're killing me. It's crazy.
Let's see something. I wonder. I don't think so. That's it. His mic is sensitive. I'm whispering low. A lot of noise. It's crazy. Oh my goodness. That's so wild. That's so wild.
Mic is off. Is that mic picking up? Shouldn't be. Let me see. Go to the microphone.